Good morning, y'all. David Atkins, Target Individual. Today I'm going to talk about a very important subject. It's called Morgellons, and I need to cover it again because I got a really good article on it. This is happening to targeted individuals as well. They're developing Morgellons, which is nano. I'm just going to explain it. It's nanotechnology. Everybody's infected. However, it only activates in certain people. Not every targeted individual suffers from Morgellons. However, I feel like a lot of targeted individuals do suffer from Morgellons, and I know a few. And I'm going to show a few pictures of, people I actually know who have this. So first, I'm going to start with a word. A lot of times us target TIs feel like we want to give up. And, you may be homeless on the streets. I was homeless on the streets for years. And, I felt like giving up. And if I would have gave up, now I have a place to live. Well, I got rent due, and I don't know how I'm going to pay that this month. But, God will work it out somehow. I don't know how, but He will. But anyway, my point is, if I would have gave up, I had a blessing waiting. The people that helped me out and trusted me and believed in me, they gave me a chance. It's hard to find that when you're blacklisted everywhere you go and they spread rumors and lies and smear campaigns on you. So what I'm saying is, if I would have gave up, I wouldn't be right here right now. No, I wouldn't be spreading this word. So don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle could happen, because who knows? A lot of times, you might have the miracle happen and the next day you give up today. So anyway, Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season we will reap if we faint not." Do not faint. All right. Here we go. Morgellons disease is a rare dermatological disorder marked by the presence of fibers or filaments growing in and out of the skin and lesions that heal very slowly. Some people with the condition also experience a sensation of crawling and biting under their skin. The fibers are sometimes visible to the naked eye, but usually requires magnification to see. They are predominantly colored white, blue, and red. In addition to the fibers, other strange particles, black crystallized specks, and even insect parts arise from the lesions. I'm going to show you pictures of actual people I know that this is real. Okay. In addition, the name Morgellons comes from the 17th century French medical text describing a disease in which black hairs emerge from the skin. In 2001, the son of a Pennsylvania mother named Mary Lieto developed sores under his lips, complaining about a sensation of bugs. She took her son to 8 different doctors. They all declared there was nothing wrong with him. "Your son needs Vaseline," she was told. Being a biologist, she placed one of the particles she had pulled from her son's lesion under the microscope, discovering the mysterious objects. Frustrated, as the doctors did not believe her and instead started questioning her mental stability, and they're doing this and they're calling people crazy, but it's real. And I'm going to show you pictures of stuff just took out of these people's skin. She took matters in her own hands and started the Morgellons Research Foundation. Over the following years, the CDC began receiving hundreds of phone calls under pressure, finally started investigating in 2006. It took them 6 years to publish their finding, in which they said Morgellons was an unexplained dermopathy with no connection to infection and environment. They concluded the test subjects were suffering from delusional parasitosis. This is a mental disorder which people imagine bugs and other critters invading their body. 17 years later, not much has changed. The medical condition is still dismissed by the medical establishment. Morgellons sufferers are reluctant to even mention the name Morgellons to their doctors, who would simply look it up, and instantly label them as delusional. And I know a girl right now going through this. So they're trying to say she's crazy when this stuff's coming out of her skin. She's got videos of it coming out of her skin, of these particles, or nanospores, nanodust, because they're insects. I mean, not all of them are insects, but it's fibers, but some of that stuff's alive. I mean, I've seen her take some stuff out that's moving. Most doctors have only 10 minutes for each patient, no time to investigate unusual medical issues. And if the disease doesn't exist in the medical books, it's easy to write it off as a figment of imagination. Below are a few pictures of the typical lesions, filaments embedded sprouting from Morgellons sufferers of the skin. They are far from being a figment of imagination. And I'm going to show you these pictures, but I'm fixing to scroll to the real pictures, just so you know this ain't made up. These are pictures that were sent to me by friends of mine. Well, look. All right, here's the pictures they show you. Okay, on here, here's the pictures they show you. I don't know if y'all can see it that good, and I'm sorry if you can't. I'm trying my best here. Let me see if I can dim my screen. Okay. Hopefully this will work. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Let me go over here. Here's pictures of something sent to me in Messenger. This is coming out of her skin. She's pulling these fibers. You see that? Hold on. Okay, and that's what was pulled out of the skin. Okay. Then my friend's aunt died from Morgellons, and I've also got pictures of her before she died. She died of this. This is serious stuff. Okay. Cover that person's name up. But yeah, look. This woman died of Morgellons. Fibers were coming out. Sometimes insects were coming out the skin. This is not bed bugs or nothing. But they label you crazy if you, and this is another picture. It's the actual person who died from Morgellons. This ain't no internet. This was taken from, I'm telling you folks, you cannot lie about this stuff. Okay? So let me go finish this video, and I'm going to show you some more that's on here, some pictures. That's a magnification of the fibers. Okay. The black speck seen in the previous image magnified, and here's the black okay. The population is exposed to the filaments through the air. They're released into the atmosphere from chemtrails, the plumes of smoke left behind by airplanes. These have been constantly seen in the last 20 years, blanketed the sky over populated areas, not to be confused with contrails, which are water vapor quickly disappear. Chemtrails disperse and remain in the sky. They also contain heavy metals such as aluminum, barium, and strontium. The incidence of Morgellons disease in the world is the highest where most chemtrails are sprayed. Imagine that. There are nanofiber, I can't say that. Anyway, magnification of the filaments show long segmented strands, a hollow structure with additional components inside of them. The fibers are on a delivery system that carry a payload. Once they are inhaled, the contents are released and multiply in the body. They are self-replicating and self-assembling. I'm going to show you another one of it magnified. That's of it magnified. This stuff coming out of people's skin. The fibers can now be found everywhere in the environment. Food, water, and other things are additional sources of exposure. Although everyone is affected, in most people the filaments are simply lodged somewhere in the body and the immune system keeps them under control. In some cases, weakened immune system allows the fibers to multiply. The body recognizes them as foreign invaders and tries to reject them through the skin. This is why legions develop. The CDC study was flawed. It only included 115 test subjects who were cherry-picked. They failed to analyze the filaments inside the patient's skin, which should have been their primary focus. It appears that something has been hid. Not everyone refused to look at the evidence. In 2005, Randy Wildmore, professor at pharmacology at Oklahoma State University, examined a few fibers. He received some Morgellons patients. He found no matches. Then he took samples to the Tulsa Police Department's forensic laboratory. In their database of 85,000 fibers and organic compounds, there were no matches found. The fibers can also survive heat up to 1700 degrees without damage. The technology used to produce these filaments must be very advanced and obviously highly classified. For this reason, Morgellons disease is a canary in the coal mine. It reveals a secret, a crime committed against humanity, the large-scale poisoning of the population that would otherwise go unnoticed. Well, today, I'm exposing it. So, get the word out, and you may say, oh, well, that don't apply to me. I don't have it. But this is important, man. I got friends going through this. So why not just spread this video around and help these people that are going through this, And I'm fixing to show you a couple more pictures from this friend of mine just to show you this is real, okay? I mean, my friend's aunt died of this. This is no joke. If it's not going to let me scroll up to the messages she sent me, let me see. I don't think it's going to let me scroll up. If it don't, yeah, see, and Nobody believes her. Doctors say she's crazy, even though they're seeing her pull these fibers out. The doctors have even pulled fibers out of her and then sit there and say, oh, it ain't nothing. She's got videos. And, that's just one of many. I'm in a group on Facebook. And, there's many instances of this, and this needs to get exposed. They need to get to the bottom. And why ain't nobody doing nothing about it? Why ain't nobody, admitting or figuring it out? They can figure out how to come up with other cures and stuff. So, why just deem these people crazy? That's what don't make sense about this. And I cannot get to these messages right now. Well, look, here's one. That was pulled out the skin. That was pulled out the skin. What is that? Okay. I'm going to close this video. And I thank y'all for checking on me yesterday. Because y'all said, oh, he ain't done a video in a couple of days. And you're right. I will do video every 2 days at least. So I just had a little personal issue come up yesterday. Some things to take care of. But I'm okay. By the grace of God. God bless y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And remember, don't faint before the blessing happens. God bless y'all.